inner spiritual peace or enlightenment to giving you some sort of like peace of heart or peace of mind. Like how some people claim that.
I understand the concept. Yeah, sure. All right. So this is the first one. It's Deuteronomy 21, verse 18 to 21. And it's God commanding death to stubborn children. It says, if someone has a stubborn and rebellious son, then his father and his mother shall take hold of him and bring him out to the elders. They shall say to the elders, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey us. He's a glutton and a drunkard. Then all the men in the town shall stone him to death. Now, how is it not evil for God to command parents to have their children stoned to death?
Okay, context, history, culture, theocracy. Hebrew Israelites were under a theocracy, and setting apart that theocracy through God's commands of what he calls holy for them shows his glory, because the other nations realize that that nation was set apart. And it's also an example to us of God is just and holy, and he has a line in the sand. So
okay, so it was good to kill children because the other nations, because
they would see that it's
good to the other nations. They liked it, and it was a system of control that God had on these people. All right, sounds gross, but let's move on to the next one. We're doing really rapid fire now.
That was great.
Yeah, that was a good one. So God removes free will and kills people. So in Joshua 11, verse 20, and I think there's a list of these, if I'm not mistaken, it says, for it was the Lord's doing to harden their hearts so that they would come against Israel in battle, in order that they might be utterly destroyed and might receive no mercy, but be exterminated, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So it seems like God is purposely, deliberately hardening hearts so that it gives the Hebrews an excuse. Well, it sends them at the Hebrews so that they have the excuse to kill them all.
Yeah.
Which
it turns them into robots, but not like not murder bots,
kill Hebrews, and then they go down to get them, and the Hebrews are like slice. It's
like a death bot, but normally when you say death bot, you think that they're going to be murdering, but they were just like lemming bots, like they were just going to go to the slaughterhouse. So you'd have to say it was good for God to take these people's free will so that they'd be exterminated because.
I'm just saying God is holy and he decrees it, and I'm not going to question it. I may question it like, well, that doesn't make sense on that and that. I look at the whole story. I take one section of scripture and I view it through the entire lens of the Bible. And I see a God who is holy but also loving. And his ways are higher than our ways. That's all there is to it. Sometimes you just trust in someone who's wiser.
So just no idea, kind of like, who knows?
That's not,
His ways are higher, who cares if the world's a mess? His ways are higher, I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Oh, is there a song playing?
His ways are higher, I'm gonna say it with my chest.
Where's that?
His ways are higher, this is a big barbaric test. Just pawns in a game of chess. But
nice.
It doesn't make me love him less. I'm too blessed to be stressed.
So I wrote down, God is holy, so I'm turning off my brain and just accepting it and assuming he's living. I think that's dangerous just because, it's a presupposition, and when you are in a cult, well, they can really trick you because they just go, oh, whatever God says is fine. And then you go, well, I'm dumb.
Yeah, but to be fair, Joel, I just said, when I look at a section of scripture or a verse, I view it through the lens of the entire Bible. And the entire Bible is very clear about who God is and why he does things. There are things that we don't understand, but I wonder...
Wait, if it's very clear, is it very clear, or do we not understand it?
I think that part of it is you have to intellectually go through the Bible and study it and know
Did you do that?
culture. Yes, I've been to Bible college.
Okay, so you're the right person to ask. Why is this okay? Since
Why
you've
is
gone
what
through
okay?
it was very clear. You went through the whole thing. You have the entire lens of the Bible. In this case, God takes some people's free will so that they'll go be killed. Why is
Well,
that okay?
that's your claim. If you want to study this section, I'll do it, and then I'll share with you my viewpoint. I haven't looked at Joshua in a while, so I'm not familiar. I've forgotten a lot of things.
They're going out and doing their conquests, and this is similar to a story in Deuteronomy where God makes the king of I think it's either Heshbon, the king of Sihon, or Sihon, the king of Heshbon. I never remember but he made he hardened the king's heart, hardened his soul, and made his heart obstinate or something like that. And did that so that he would say, no, don't pass through here, which would give the Hebrews an excuse to kill them and then stay in their land for a little bit before heading over to Canaan. So this is a rule that God will harden people's hearts in order to have an excuse to kill them.
Well,
Is there another song playing?
He just jumped into a pile of leaves.
I mean, if you want to go,
it sounded like potato chips.
Was that chapter 11 of Joshua?
It's Joshua 11. We don't have to go over it.
No, that's fine.
I was just a bit startled because it was
I don't want you right now. I'm just saying,
no. I don't either. I was just saying, the reason I was just startled by it, and I'm not trying to push back, but I'm just saying, it started off with his ways are higher, meaning we can't know why this happened.
No, I don't.
But we can read the whole Bible, and then it'll be clear why this happened. I did that, and I don't know what happened. So it's like, do you see how you're kind of going back and forth?
Yeah, I see where you're saying that, but when I say his ways are higher, when I come to something that I don't fully understand, which I kind of understand what you're talking about, I kind of understand. But when you come to something that you've looked through the Bible, you've prayed about it, you've talked to other people about it, and you just are confused, I think at that point, because you're grateful of how God brought you out of darkness into light, how he took the void and the emptiness away, and he brought hope and peace. At that point, you say, you know what? I'm grateful for this God, and I may not understand him, but I'm going to follow him, and I'm going to search it out.
But Sean, this is the problem, is that you're presupposing that whatever experience you've had is this God, but when you go to the book, you cherry pick the nice stuff, and then you look at the other stuff and you go, I don't understand it, but the nice stuff means that this stuff is good. So let me give you an example. If I were to read a super old encyclopedia, like the Funkin' Wagnalls, we had a Funkin' Wagnalls at the house, and I read in the Funkin' Wagnalls something
Joel,
like...
on TikTok, I think you have to say the frickin' Wagnalls.
I read in the frickin' Wagnalls that if you piss on somebody who's been stung by a jellyfish, that it makes it feel better, or it just does something good. I don't know. It makes it feel better. Then I would go, oh, that's not right. That's been disproven. I've got these other books here that say that that's not true. But also in the Funkin' Wagnalls, it also says that sloths are very slow. So, if it says that sloths are very slow and that's true, I guess Funk and Wagnalls, those two cats, they're not cats, they're people, but their ways are higher. For some reason, they decided to put this thing that is not true in here, or maybe morally dubious. They also say here that it's okay to burn women alive sometimes. And so I go, but they got some of it right. So I'm going to just say, for all this stuff that I have questions, their ways are higher. So my thing is,
what's
Sean,
weird about that, Joel, is... sorry, I was going to say that, if you get stung by jellyfish, pissing on you doesn't work. But if you're on fire, that's, kind of the right... That's the right thing to do to someone.
That is weird. Yeah, for the burning women alive. So that connection was uncanny. But
Dre is going to love that connection.
Yeah. Damn it. The point is that I'm presupposing, right, that Funkin' Wagnalls know what they're talking about and they are God or they have some sort of wisdom or something, right? I don't have to do that. I can actually look at the book and I can see what it's saying and I can judge it by its own merits because I don't know that there's a God involved yet, right, Sean? So why don't we do that?
I think the problem is that you're judging. Well, see, I believe in God because I've experienced Him.
I'm judging the book. I'm judging the book.
I also intellectually went through the Bible many times, and I still go through it.
Yeah, that's the part that I don't believe because you don't have any answers.
Well, I mean, you can say I don't have any answer. I'm not here to appease your flesh and your mind. I'm here to just share.
It's
You've
just
asked
my
me
fucking
questions
brain.
and I'm sharing.
It's not my flesh. It's not me sitting here
I'm
going
here to
like,
appease Joel's flesh, though,
oh,
just to be
please
clear.
tell me it's wrong to what did we do? Stone children to death. Ooh, appease my flesh. Sean, come on. Grow up.
So in essence, you're claiming that God is immoral and He's evil according to what you have.
What I'm saying
assessed.
is the book is written by people. There's no God. It's myths. It's made up. It's not true. And you're having a hard time rationalizing it because it's made by fallible people. And so you say His ways are higher because you want to turn the brain off and you liked some of the other words.
No, I never
So
said
all
that.
I'm saying is don't presuppose that and let's look at what the book actually says. But you seem to not be that interested. But let's try another one here and see if you have studied this one and if you can give us the scholarly but not really scholarly theological.
The flesh appeasing answer.
The Bible school apologetic. So this one, it says God accepts human sacrifice, and it's located in Judges 11, verse 30 to 40. It's that classic story that I'm sure you've never heard of about Jephthah. Do you know that one, Sean?
Let's go to. I've heard of Jephthah, I think. Judges 11. Go ahead. What verse?
Jephthah 30 to 40. Jephthah made a vow to the Lord and said, "You will give the Amorites into my hand. Then whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return shall be the Lord's, to be offered up by me as a burnt offering." And
Wait,
the
are we in
Lord,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Judges 11, chapter 11? Verse 30?
30 to 40, yeah. And the Lord
It
gave them
doesn't
into
say
his...
that.
Oh, this is.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, sorry, this is a paraphrase, Mezzo.
I
we
don't
made a
do
website with the.
paraphrase.
Yeah,
No,
no, fair
I do-
enough. Fair enough. Yep. No,
I can read it if you want.
So human sacrifice is okay because you don't do paraphrases? Is that what the answer
I
would
can
be?
read it right now. And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord and said, "If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into my hands, then it shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering."
Can I stop
Jeph-
you right there for a
so
second?
Jeph-
You were going to do it. So just to be clear, like Jephthah saying, "God, let's make a deal. I will go fight the Ammonites. You help me win, and then I will do like a burnt offering, like a burn to sacrifice thing of like a sheep or whatever goat or whatever thing comes out of my door when I get home." Right?
I mean, apparently,
Okay.
he's talking about, but there's not a human mentioned. It's talking about
It just says whatever.
Whatever comes out.
Yeah.
burnt offering in that history of time with those people were always an animal. There's never been a human sacrifice offered except for when God spoke to Abraham about Isaac and Jesus. Other than that, there's never any human.
Yeah, that's why he said it. He's
Exodus-
like, it's going to be a sheep.
Yeah, and Exodus 22. Okay, let's go. And Ezekiel, but go on.
Let's see if the Lord takes the deal.
It says, "So Jephthah passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands, and he smote them from Aroer even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel."
So he took the deal. Wait, are you paraphrasing?
No, I'm just going through the King James version. Yeah.
Okay.
In the King James, they put like little da-da-da-da-das sometimes. Then when Jephthah returned home to his home in Mitzpah, who should come out to meet him? What does the King James say? Who?
Da-da-da-da-da.
It just says his daughter came out. Yeah.
His daughter. dancing to the sound of timbrels. Were there timbrels in the King James?
It says timbrels, yeah.
What are
Timbrels.
like bells? What are those?
I think it's like Daddy, Daddy, I'm here. You're home from the battle.
Oh, it's like
So then what
a
happens?
tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was only okay. I think I have. Ow.
I can do.
Green around here. Oh, here we go.
I have like a bell kind of a thing and a rain stick. Yeah.
Daddy, you're home. Daddy,
How was the war?
Daddy's home. Daddy's home. I don't think anything bad's gonna come of this. So then, what happens after that in the King James, Sean?
Oh, I mean, I've just read through